Salesforce CPQ Specialist Master Dumps Winter 23. Q21, Universal Containers sells a product which must be priced as 10% of the total of all other fixed-priced products present on a quote. Which two options represent a valid configuration to meet this requirement? Choose two answers. A. Pricing method set to % of total and subscription pricing blank. B. Pricing method set to custom and subscription pricing set to custom. C. Pricing method set to list and subscription pricing set to % of total. D. Pricing method set to % of total and subscription pricing set to custom. The answer is option A. Pricing method set to % of total and subscription pricing blank. C. Pricing method set to list and subscription pricing set to % of total. Q22, while performing an amendment, a sales rep is unable to edit the additional discount for an existing subscription quote line. What is the cause of this behavior? A. A product rule is preventing the additional discount from being edited. B. Additional discount is a locked field on amendment quotes. C. The non-discountable field is marked true on the product record for the quote line. D. The org is using legacy amendment and renewal service. The answer is option C. The non-discountable field is marked true on the product record for the quote line. Q23, an admin has implemented a new CPQ business requirement in a sandbox. They have created new products and used them to construct a bundle. The admin has also created a product rule that automatically selects product options when the user selects a specific configuration attribute. In which sequence should the admin migrate the records related to the new CPQ functionality in order to maintain record relationships? A. Products, options, attributes, rules. B. Products, attributes, options, rules. C. Products, attributes, rules, options. D. Attributes, products, options, rules. The answer is option A. Products, options, attributes, rules. Q24, the require approved quote package level setting prevents CPQ from generating records for which object? A. Contracted price. B. Quote document. C. Contract. D. Order. The answer is option D. Order. Q25, Universal Containers wants to make sure that product option A is included when product B is being configured and sold. Sales reps should be unable to remove product A. Which field should be set for the product option A? A. Required. B. Selected. C. Quantity editable. D. Bundled. The answer is option D. Bundled. Q26, Universal Containers, UC, has an upcoming user conference that UC wants to promote to its customers. The admin has created a product selection rule to automatically add a conference pass product to all new quotes. When can a user expect the conference pass product to be added to the quote during the quoting process? A. The user selects a configuration attribute value for a product. B. The user selects a product for the quote. C. The user calculates a quote. D. The user saves the quote. The answer is option B. The user selects a product for the quote. Q27, if a manager is taking a leave of absence, how can the admin using advanced approvals ensure that another manager will receive approval requests during the period in which the original manager is absent? A. On the original manager's approver record, reference a different manager's approver record in the next approver lookup field. Clear the next approver lookup field once the original manager returns from leave. B. Create an approval rule with an effective start date and effective end date spanning the absence. Populate the approver field of the rule with the substitute approver, then add the rule to the existing approval chain as the first step. C. On the original manager's approver record, set the delegated approver lookup field to reference a different manager's approver record, and set the delegation end field for the date of the original manager's return. D. Create a new approver record, with the group ID field set to the ID of a public group that contains all of the managers. On the original manager's approver record, click the Replace button and select the new approver record. The answer is option C. On the original manager's approver record, set the delegated approver lookup field to reference a different manager's approver record, and set the delegation end field for the date of the original manager's return. Q28, when creating orders from quotes with Salesforce CPQ, the admin wants to separate similar products into orders based on the product family of the products being ordered. Which two steps must the admin perform to automatically split these types of orders? Choose two answers. A. Set the order by field on the quote line to product family. B. Set the order by field on the quote to product family. C. Enable allow multiple orders from a checkbox on the quote. D. Enable allow multiple orders from a checkbox in the CPQ package settings. The answer is option B. Set the order by field on the quote to product family. D. Enable allow multiple orders from a checkbox in the CPQ package settings. Q29, Universal Containers wants to update a custom quote line field within the quote line editor with a value of low, medium, or high to categorize the margin of each quote line when the sales rep clicks Calculate. Which approach should the CPQ specialist recommend to meet this business requirement? A. A price rule with the calculation event of on initialization to update the pick list field. B. A workflow rule and field update on the quote line to update the pick list field. C. A process builder on the quote line to update the pick list field. D. A price rule with the calculation event of after calculate to update the pick list. The answer is option C. A process builder on the quote line to update the pick list field. Q30, Universal Containers wants to ensure that information in custom fields provided on original quote lines should also appear on quote lines for the renewal quotes. How should the admin set up this data flow? A. A custom formula field should look up through the SPQQ_source_C quote line lookup to the original quote line. B. A twin field should be created on both the asset and subscription objects to bring back to renewal quote lines. C. A price rule should be created to pull the value from the original quote line and populate the renewal quote line. D. Renewal quote line values are automatically mapped from original quote lines. The answer is option B. A twin field should be created on both the asset and subscription objects to bring back to renewal quote lines. www.salesforcestart.com +91 939 393 4143